Chase UK is ban crypto transactions on their end. So if you go to buy, for an example, if Coinbase is allowed to sell there, they would ban any transactions from happening. So if you were to go buy just $1,000 worth of Bitcoin from your Chase account being withdrawn from there, from Coinbase, it would be denied. They said it was to stop customers from fraud, since there are a lot of crypto scams and fraudulent transactions.
Welcome back
to another week
of Sometimes Crypto,
the unscripted
crypto podcast.
Hey yo, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Sometimes Crypto.
We don't quick with it today.
And the YouTube.
He's quick with it.
I'm trying to add that more as we do things.
We got exciting news. Lots.
I want you guys to know this is not the first take. We're trying again.
We're trying again.
Because
we want to make sure we bring you the best quality content.
That's lies.
How is that lies?
That's not where we started. You just got upset.
This guy's cracking jokes now. No, he knows
very well. It's like when I had a temper tantrum on the other episode, same idea. That we had to re-record.
That never happened.
Oh, Jesus.
This guy. Okay, well, what do we got?
Exciting news.
We do got exciting news. Where do you want to start? Because there's a bunch of news.
So we were wrong.
We were wrong.
Well, the information we used was wrong as well.
The prediction.
Bitcoin did not end September red. It ended green.
It ended in a green, which is not bad news.
That's not bad news either.
It's not bad news.
But it just didn't happen.
So typically,
there's no typically, guys. It's up. We're up.
No, Bitcoin has only ended in green in September 2 times previous.
All right, now it's 3.
Now it's 3.
All right then.
Okay, what does that mean though?
It means we up.
It means we up. Okay, what I heard the last 2 times that it did end in green, September, October, November, and December also ends green.
Were those halving years?
You know what? Good question. Gonna have to see if those
guys. It doesn't matter. We're gonna be fine.
That's true.
ETF coming.
ETFs on the way.
A whole bunch of good Bitcoin news. We had a small little pump towards the end there.
Yeah.
We came back down a little bit, and actually we're still at 27 some change right now. We're up, baby.
That was what, last week Friday that it pumped?
You mean the weekend that just passed?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I felt when you said that, I felt so far away.
No.
I'm like, you mean last Friday?
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt very far.
I
felt like
a few days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember waking up, going to the gym, and looking at my phone. I was like, oh, Bitcoin's up 5%.
We up like that.
And then it was back down a little bit, but
we're up.
We're still up. Okay. Well,
put that
today. There's 9 ETFs that started trading for Ethereum. I believe they were what is it? ETH futures ETFs. They apparently didn't do so hot, but they didn't do bad either. In comparison to the BITO launch, Bitcoin spot ETF, that did $200 million in the first 15 minutes of its trading.
How much?
$200 million.
That's a lot.
In its first 15 minutes of trading, as compared to these spot ETFs for Ethereum, the total volume for the first day was only 2 million. So huge difference.
To preface, that was a bull market.
That was
mid bull market.
That is true. That was during the big hype.
Yeah.
Right now there is still crypto winter going on, full effect.
For most things.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just how we started off the week.
Also, people just don't want to buy a spot Ethereum ETF. I mean, not spot.
Futures.
Correct. A future Ethereum ETFs.
Mm-hmm.
They'd rather just buy Ethereum.
True. We are waiting for the spot ETFs to come in, but Bitcoin is the one that's currently under the works.
What?
There's
that's
the closest one. No.
Ethereums
are also.
They've also filed for them.
Yeah, I know they're filed, but
it's the same. It's the same. It's they're a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months apart.
Pretty much the same time frame.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Grayscale also is applying for its spot Ethereum ETF too, since they've already gave the green light to launch the futures ETFs to convert its trust into that.
Okay, yeah, they want to convert their trust fund for Ethereum.
Their Ethereum trust into a spot ETF.
Into spot ETF.
Ethereum spot ETF.
Ethereum spot ETF, yeah.
You good there? Like you're...
Yeah, no, I just want to... I don't know, William. I don't know. I feel like I've been getting my words jumbled today. I've had one too many coffees.
But saying the same thing 4 times is not helping.
One too many coffees. I feel like I got the jitters.
You're on the speed like Trump?
No, what?
You're on speed like Trump?
What do you mean on speed like Trump?
Speed? Like things that make you think fast, like focus?
He's on speed?
Trump?
Yeah?
100%.
He's like, for sure. Confirmed?
Yeah, I'm confirming it right here. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Trump on speed.
Trump's on speed.
That's crazy.
Allegedly. I don't know if we get sued for that or not. Now I think about it.
You're like, that's slander.
It might be. It might be slanderous.
I mean, I don't know. Facing all those allegations, I'm sure his body just naturally like on it.
He's about to be like 80s.
Very true. Very, very true. So today marks a very special day.
Why special?
Well, because it is the beginning of a very big event that we've been expecting to come.
I don't know. You say looking for. You're about to say looking for. So
yeah, I was gonna say looking forward to
come.
But we expected it to come as of last year. The whole crash with FTX. Today is the beginning of Sam Bankman-Freid's trial, criminal cases.
Nice.
He's been charged with 7. Not charged. Charged. Yeah, charged with 7 different crimes, but they're only going for 2 right now. Because way back when he was in the Bahamas, they ended up splitting it off into 2 different cases. Right now, he's on trial for, I believe it is, wires fraud. And another one. I don't remember where it is. I gotta look through this.
It's wire fraud and lenders to Alameda Research. So what I heard was he's on trial for 7 of them, but only 2 of them are the 2 of them are pretty solid, and the other 5 they have to prove. Like for the current charges he's facing.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's got a total of 7. Currently, wire fraud and securities fraud.
Yeah,
is what. And then no, the other 5 were separated onto a different case that was grouped separately when he got extradited to the from the Bahamas. Like that was like that trial, I believe, should happen over there in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that I saw. And
I see you reading it.
Well, because I'm over here and I'm like,
what?
Okay, so the article I'm reading is coming from CNN.
Okay, what does CNN say?
He's saying that 7 counts, including wire fraud and securities fraud, and then they opted in June to sever 5 other charges that were brought when he was extradited from the Bahamas. Unless I misread that, and it's more so like that he had a total of like 7 plus those 5, and then they just decided to drop those 5. But it said like sever, not drop. So for me, when I read that, I read like it's been changed to another.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's been split up.
So I'm reading a CoinDesk article. This CoinDesk article came out September 25th. So the charges themselves are committing wire fraud on FTX customers, conspiracy to commit wire fraud on FTX customers, committing wire fraud on Alameda Research lenders, conspiring to commit wire fraud on Alameda Research lenders, conspiring to commit securities fraud against FTX investors, conspiring to commit commodities fraud against FTX customers. And the seventh one, conspiring to commit money laundering to hide proceeds of wire fraud of XCF customers. The article says substantive versus conspiracy. Of these, only three charges, one and three, wire fraud on FTX customers and Alameda research lenders, are substantial, whatever. Charges, meaning the Department of Justice is alleging that terrible reading right here. Department of Justice is alleging that Bankman-Freid himself actively committed the crimes. The remaining five are conspiracy charges, meaning the process allege he planned to commit a crime with at least one other person. The DOJ in its proposed jury instruction.
Yeah. So I was reading the another article that was like referencing the one that I was at, or the one that I was at that was referencing this article, and it said it was originally 8, but it's not 7 that he's on trial for. And that there was 5, and that there were 5 additional ones on top of the 7.
Yes.
And that they removed those.
The other 5. That's a separate case.
During the extradition.
So to clarify, they're prosecuting, meaning these are things that they're gonna try and prove are the committing wire fraud on FTX customers and committing wire fraud on Alameda research lenders. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna be able to pin those on him almost guaranteed. And the other ones, they have to prove that he was going to do that with him and someone else.
He's pled guilty. I mean, not guilty. I don't think he's pled not guilty to all of them. Yeah. His main case right now, but what I've seen was that he's claiming that he didn't know that he was doing anything wrong. Yeah. And that it was just the lawyers who told him everything was fine. Yeah. Yeah. As of right now, that is what they're going with, but it gets sketchy because his dad. It gets sketchy fast, real fast. Because his dad was part of the lawyers. Oh, was he? Yeah, as counsel. Mm-hmm. Maybe not directly, but he is the one who helped Sam pick the lawyers he was going to help or partner or use, and then he was part of the counsel of the people he hired. Which originally his dad was getting paid $250,000. And then one day he's like, oh no, I deserve to be getting paid upwards of $1 million. And the very next day got the raise he was looking for. So if that were the case, he's also implementing the rest of his legal counsel, aka his dad too. Yeah. Oh wow. So he's putting his dad in the crossfires of it. To a degree, if it gets there, yeah. And FTX, the company, is suing his parents. Oh, really? Yeah, for taking money, taking their money, and I was gonna say I lost the word. And they're gonna take the money for they're being sued because they use FTX funds or the money they got paid with to live a lavish lifestyle. Okay. After the fact. So they pulled money away from the company saying that it was for company use? No. Like the money they got paid, that they, knowing that it was dirty or stolen or whatever was going on, they're assuming they knew something of it. They're also being because they I can't find the word in my brain now. Colluded? No, whatever. Okay, that's fine. So trial started today, but they still haven't finished picking the jury. They haven't? No, they've only got the jury is going to be a total of 12, I think. No, they need to pick 12 more people. They need to pick the final 12. I don't know if it's going to be 13 or 18. It was like a weird number that I saw. They still need to pick 12 and the sub-jurors, like the alternatives, in case something happens. And they're having a huge struggle trying to pick them because since FTX made national coverage as one of the biggest frauds ever committed, a lot of people know or have experienced some type of information or were firsthand affected by what happened with FTX. One of the potential jurors, she ended up saying that her company had lost money. The company that she was working with or worked for had lost money due to their investments with FTX.
Going to zero?
Yeah. Yeah, so they're still picking out like the jurors. 12 jurors, 6 alternatives is what they're looking for. They expect they're going to be 18 total jurors. And they expect that to be finished done tomorrow in the morning, before they do opening statements.
Oh yeah? Well, that's...
Yeah. The case is expected to take like 6 weeks, give or take. It could take a little bit longer. It could be a little bit faster. But there's like going to be... Sam Bankman-Freid has a very important decision to make. A lot of people are saying that he shouldn't do it.
In terms of what?
If he should testify.
He's going to testify.
He's going to?
100%. Well, he wants to.
He wants to.
He's most likely going to do it.
Everyone's telling him, or at least the judge even told him, like, this is your choice. The lawyers don't have that decision on whether you get to testify or not. If you want to go up on the podium, that's strictly on you. But a lot of people are, at least there was like a statement from some guy who was working at the SEC and now works for, I believe he works for the prosecution. Or I don't know if he works for the prosecution or not, but he was working for the SEC, former SEC lawyer. And he says, well, if he gets on the stage, it's not going to look good for him. But he probably does want to get on the stage, like you said. Like he's going to get on. Because his whole claim is that he doesn't know, like, he was young. He was in over his head. And that he wasn't expecting all that to go down. You believe him?
What?
That he
Sam?
didn't, yeah. That he didn't know what was going on?
No.
He knew exactly what was going on.
Either he knew or he was completely incompetent. It's one of the two.
Yeah, he's banking that everyone believes that he was completely incompetent.
And I doubt it.
I just don't know how you make billion-dollar business and claim incompetence.
Well, if he really was using... is that you had to know where all the money he was using because it was connected to his account. Like, he's the one who had full... Yeah,
the sketchy part is that it was connected to another company that he also created.
Yeah.
And
the only way they got money was by borrowing money from...
from what the asset that they had.
Yeah, they're borrowing from FTX.
Alameda had the FTT coin.
They did.
And they borrowed money.
Anytime Alameda needed money, they borrowed from FTX.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they also held a FTT and SOL and everything else, but they just were able to take out loans from FTX. And anytime they went to margin call, Sam just moved the margin call by giving them more funds, essentially.
That's great. So he was also claiming that it wasn't like that was, what's her name? The CEOs of Alameda.
Carolina Ellis.
Ellison. That was all her. That she didn't know that she was the one running Alameda.
Yeah.
Well, she pled guilty.
She did plead guilty, but she is also cooperating.
Yeah, and so are a lot of other people who are.
Yeah, it's because they want time off,
and they're gonna testify for sure.
Most likely testify.
They're gonna testify. They're gonna say everything they can to try to put SBF in a position of guilty, of like being found guilty.
They're not doing that to be good people, just so you know. They're just trying to take less time.
Yeah, they are just...
No, because you may sound like they're trying to be good, and I was like, no.
Oh, that's how it came off?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, no, I was just...
They're like, so he could be found guilty.
Well, yeah.
They're not doing it because he can be found guilty, though.
No, true. True.
They're not doing it because they want him to be guilty. They're doing it because they want less. They want him not to be 100 years in jail.
They signed some type of form saying, "Oh, I'll plead guilty if you give me very little amount of time."
Yeah, it can't be
very low punishment, and then testify against SBF.
Yeah, fun stuff with that.
So they have like estimates on how long the opening, introduction to the course is going to be. Apparently, the prosecutor is expected to take 20 for 25 minutes for the opening argument, and defense is going to take 30 to 35 minutes.
Sounds about right. I
saw that and I was like, I was like, that sounds good, but like I was a little surprised because I thought that was a little longer than I anticipated. Like,
no,
I guess I might have anticipated 15, 20 minutes tops, but then when I saw the 30, 35 minutes, I was like, not surprised that it is longer than the prosecutors, but then again, there's a lot going on, so it would make sense to fill it in as much as possible. And yeah, it does. I agree with you. It does sound about right. I was just surprised at first. And that should start tomorrow after they finalize the jury.
In the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Because they narrowed down to 50 people.
To 50?
Yeah.
Jurors?
Yeah. They narrowed down.
There's still a lot.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of jurors.
Trying to get all the bias. Anyone who lost money with him can't be a juror.
Yeah, anyone that lost money with him cannot be a juror. That's for sure.
Also, you just can't have any prior information about the incident.
Yeah. One of the potential jurors said that it was always like a common theme in like the workplace, like banter, and they disqualified him from being a juror because of that. Like just because he was in an area where people were talking about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it
ejected. Yeah, prior knowledge, prior
everything.
Bias. Like,
yeah, it's just as bad as the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp to find jurors for that.
Pretty much. I think this one was probably worse. Like they're comparing SBF to Bernie Madoff. Bernie Madoff was huge.
There's a big difference. There wasn't any social media coverage
for Bernie Madoff.
Correct.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like this is probably harder than
to find jurors. Yeah,
100% than the Amber Heard case. He's expected to, if he's found guilty. Do you know what his maximum sentence is?
115 years.
15?
115.
Yeah, 115.
Yeah. And if he gets convicted of the two that he most likely is convicted of is like 20 years, 20 something years.
It's maximum sentence.
I believe
for those crimes.
Two specifically, yeah. Or like 20 something. Which sounds about more or less what he's going to end up doing. At bare minimum.
At bare minimum. At bare minimum, given his given the worst case, because let's say a lot of people are asking right now is like, will he spend a lot of time in jail?
20 years is a lot of time in jail.
Okay, that would be if he gets the only sentence with those two charges, and happens to serve the maximum amount of time for those two charges.
Yeah, but
that alone is unlikely. Like if they get, I heard that if he gets charged with those two, it'll potentially be like less than that.
Yeah, because good time off and anything.
Yeah.
But it also depends on what the judge rules.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to you're getting 20 years, no good, and you can't get out early.
No time.
The time that you spend, it will obviously count.
No time for parole.
Yeah. And they'll just give him the maximum 20 either way. Mm-hmm. And then they would have to re-go to court.
Yeah. If he wants to try to
appeal. Appeal as much as he can. But I do believe he's going to get the maximum 20 with no good behavior.
Yeah, he's going away. He's very.
Bernie Madoff went away.
Bernie Madoff did go away. So if they're comparing him to
Bernie Madoff, and Bernie Madoff went away, I think Bernie Madoff died in jail, in prison.
I'm gonna search that up.
I'm pretty sure of it. I'm 100%.
I'm gonna search that up because that's like. Oh. Yeah, he did die. I don't know if I was in prison though, but he did die. Oh, and that was recently too, 2 years ago.
Yeah, he was still in jail. I think he got like 100 years or something. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if it was that long, I don't remember how long, but yeah, if it was that long, he definitely still died. He definitely died in jail.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, no, he died in jail.
Oh boy, SBF, it's not looking too hot for you. People are saying that it's like it's all the craze. Like people are.
What's the craze?
The trial. It's gonna be pretty big news.
Yo, for sure.
Okay.
Just the jury selection.
Mm-hmm. The jury selection. It's very important. This is probably the most important part for the case.
Son, you thirsty?
Always.
Okay.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Okay.
Gotta stay hydrated. So, what's up? What do you want to move on to?
Whatever you want.
Whatever I want. Oh my God! Thank you for your generosity, William.
I try to be a nice guy.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna do a quick tangent because there's something fun that I saw. It was to see if you got blessed with good genes, and I think you might be blessed. So the test is you stick out your arm all the way out, and then you gotta touch your shoulder. And if you could do that, damn son, look at those gains. You saw those muscles?
Sometimes I wish we had more people in this room when he did stupid things like that. So that way it's not just me dogging on him for being an idiot.
That's just to say that it is Gainstober.
He couldn't
it's
have
Gainstober.
The guy only has dad jokes. He's not even a dad.
It is Gainstober.
This guy.
A lot. What?
You went on a tangent for that?
Yeah.
This guy's annoying, bro. So, we're still talking about criminals. Today, for the first time in my life, I saw a bus transporting criminals.
Okay. Oh, like in live, like in person.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's completely blacked out.
Like on the outside, the windows.
Like the windows were completely dark tinted.
So you don't know who's in there.
You can't really see inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to look at it because I saw like it had like little, what's the word?
Rails?
No, because rails is
like
that.
Bars?
Yes, bars along the windows.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of looked. I'm like, is that? Because it had no signs of nothing. Like it wasn't promoting anything.
You thought it was like a mobile strip club.
I did not think that. No, I didn't think that. Out of everything I thought, it wasn't that one.
No. Okay.
So I was like, let me speed up and see what it is to like verify my hunch.
Mm-hmm. And then you saw a police department up front.
No,
or something.
there's no police, nothing. You
Okay.
you can't like
you can't tell.
You can't. There's no decals, no nothing. It's just a bus.
Just a grayed out bus.
Gray, black windows. And the only reason I was able.
It was a gray bus, right?
Yeah. The only reason I knew what it was is because in one of like in the very front, it had like a fence gate thing like blocked off, separating them from the bus driver.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, "Oh snap!" It's
at that point, it was like, okay, now I know. What
definitely not a mobile strip club.
Yeah.
But at that point in time, I was like, "Oh snap! I've never seen one of these in person, only in movies." They look a little gloomy.
Well, I didn't expect them to be sunshine and rainbows.
I mean, I didn't either, but
yeah, they're moving potentially very violent criminals. So
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so potentially. Okay, well that was gloomy news.
That was an actual tangent.
Okay,
you can continue now with where you want.
Okay, well I'm a bring some good news. I found this very cool NFT project. It's gonna be launching November 28th. 28th or 23rd? 28th. I was right. It's called Umoja NFTs. It's being like led by this Tiffany Stewart, and the whole project is pretty much working with a orphanage out in Uganda to raise money and like have like donations for the orphanage so they could be self-sustaining. Their first goal would be to buy out the land, like buy the land where the orphanage is at, so that they could make sure that the orphanage could stay like in place and not have like to pay rent or like other stuff like that. Like just have to like pay like the
taxes.
Yeah, essentially. It's in Uganda, so I don't know what the situation is over there. But the NFTs are AI generated, but the way that it's like that they're coming up with the ideas is with the orphanages, not the orphanages, the orphans. I'm trying to add more syllables than needed. It's the coffee, man. I'm telling you. It's getting better though. It's getting better. Okay, so they're making like dreamscape type stuff with the ideas of what the orphans are like providing.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like a really cool project. I saw some of the pictures, some of the artwork, and it looks fun. It looks like a really cool project. I just want to like plug it because I think you guys should check it out, and it seems fun. It seems like it's going towards a very good cause. Tiffany Stewart, the person who's like creating it,
mm-hmm.
she says that like she felt like she always wanted to like give back to the community and do something like actually meaningful. She works for another project that has close ties that inspired this, but essentially she said that she has no family either, and that she always that in being there in that position, she thinks that it's always important to like have someone's back and make sure someone that there's someone there like willing to help you out.
Okay,
it's not that bad either.
Well, nice cause. So what's the incentive for buying it? Apart from just being like, so it's more like just a donation type of thing?
It's a donation thing. So yeah, so the NFTs cost about 0.07 ETH from what I saw price, about $100.
Okay.
They want it to be something that's substantial enough that it feels like you're actually doing something. Like in terms of like it's not like a $1 donation where like you don't know what a dollar does, but like you know that like $100 could go a long way. You feel like you get like a quality piece of artwork because it is nice. They're actually really good mm-hmm. pieces. And it all goes straight to the orphanage. The orphanage specifically that it's going to is the Desam Ministries orphanage. 100% of everything that's being generated goes to them, and then all of the royalties also goes to them.
And how many NFTs are they gonna make? 10,000?
So no, they just go with whatever like the orphans like they give the orphans a prompt on like a dreamscape type world or like what they picture the world to be like,
mm-hmm.
and inspiration for what they want like the world to be,
mm-hmm.
and then they feed it into AI and generate it. So this would just be something that I don't know how much they're launching originally with, but they're gonna just be doing it consistently, like adding more pieces as time progresses.
Okay, and it's just art essentially.
Yeah, it's just art. With 100% royalties going back to the orphanage, so like you get to keep it as long as you want, and then the day you decide to sell it, all the royalties will go back. To them,
to the orphanage
mm-hmm.
itself. Okay.
Yep.
That's a nice thing. Hopefully it does well. And the orphanage, good.
Yeah.
The orphanage has somewhere to stay, and hopefully it's a nice orphanage, and the kids enjoy it there.
Yeah. So the developer also works for Stellar, and like the Stellar blockchain,
mm-hmm.
and the main focus with Stellar is bringing in like real world utilization into the blockchain, and this is kind of like her way of making a real world utilization for blockchain technology, being like, oh, this is created with the help of the people that's going to be benefiting, and it will just be an on-chain donation.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, I just want to I saw that and I was like, that's actually a really nice project that I haven't seen a lot of recently, because I have invested in some NFT projects that like part of the roadmap is like, oh, we're gonna invest into a fund, into a charity, mm-hmm. but the purpose of the NFT was usually for some other like aspect. Typically, a lot of people were trying to make money, obviously, during the big NFT boom. But this project in particular, like the focus is for the orphanage.
Yeah. So it's helping them.
Yeah, it's like they're not trying to make a profit. They're trying to make a utility that can benefit, or like a use case for this organization to find like individuality and self-sustainability.
Yeah, I see. It's gonna be difficult to get off, but it's a nice thought. Hopefully you sell a metric shit ton.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's called the Umoja NFTs. Really cool. I'm gonna add the link to the description because I'm looking at some of it now and it just looks really good stuff.
We're not sponsored by them.
Yeah, it's not. There's no sponsorship. This is just because I came across it. It's a cool project and it just seems cool. That's what I want to talk about since we talked about like these criminals over here, Sam Bankman-Freid.
I'm sure his heart, no. He did all the donations too. Okay, he donated 90 million. I want you to know
100 million, close to 100 million.
It's 90 to 100.
All to
the number changes every other day.
Political parties.
See that's a nice guy right there. 90 mil.
Donations would be cool if they went somewhere beneficial.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying here.
I guess beneficial is relevant to who it's benefiting. $100 million to politicians is crazy.
No, it's not.
That's insane.
It's not.
It's
it's insane. But if it's not insane if you look at how much a company can donate to those exact same lobbyists or politicians.
Mm-hmm.
What? It's a dirty game they play.
I guess it would be different if it was like not a company committing straight up fraud.
Also true.
Like if this is a legit business that's actually providing a good or service that benefits society versus give me your money, we'll take care of it and invest it for you, when in reality we're just siphoning it.
Well, that's not what they did either.
That's not what they did?
Well, there wasn't give me your money and I'll make sure. It was more so give me your money and we'll make sure it's not traded or used for anything. Just held here.
True.
And then he went off and did the complete opposite and invested it everywhere.
Yeah, that is true.
See, it's not exactly how you said it. It's a little different.
It's a little bit different.
There's some caveats there.
True. There is. I mean, is it a caveat?
Maybe.
Is it a caveat?
I think I used that wrong. Whatever. Moving along.
Onward
and forward. So the Chase UK is going to start banning or denying crypto transactions that you choose to do. Meaning if you go to like buy on Coinbase, because I believe you can buy in Coinbase now. In Spain you can buy, which I assume this would travel. No, United Kingdom is not part of EU. It's not, right?
The EU?
Yeah. United Kingdom is not part of the EU.
European Union, yeah.
The EU,
yeah. Though the United Kingdom is not part of the EU. That's Brexit, yeah.
That's Brexit, right?
Yeah, that's Brexit.
Never mind. But so the UK is Chase UK is a ban crypto transactions on their end. So if you go to buy, for an example, if Coinbase is allowed to sell there, they would ban any transactions from happening. So if you were to go buy just $1,000 worth of Bitcoin from your Chase account being withdrawn from there from Coinbase, it would be denied, and you'll get a letter saying we rejected the transaction. They said it was to stop customers from fraud, since there are a lot of crypto scams and fraudulent transactions, just fraudulence in crypto. They want to protect customers in that way. So they're going to tell you what to do with your money. They don't want to let you get scammed.
That is a whole bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Like straight up. So they're claiming it's for your benefit.
Correct.
When in reality, they have no right to do that.
No.
I guess in the UK they do. but they shouldn't. Claiming that it's for your benefit, when in reality all they want to do is have control of how you of you not spending your money, or like how you spend your money. They don't want you to exit the fiat system is what they don't want.
Direct quote from the article that I read, which was from UK's
You said Chase?
Yes. Which was from Chase's UK branch that was sent to all UK customers from October 16th, essentially. It was, we're committed to helping keep our customers' money safe and secure. We've seen an increase in the number of crypto scams targeting UK customers, so we have taken the decision to prevent the purchase of crypto assets on Chase debit cards or by transferring money to crypto sites from Chase accounts. End quote.
Wow. That's not good. That's not good for anyone in the UK. It's not good, period.
Yeah. Brian Armstrong, Coinbase CEO, went ahead and said that that's just like point blank. He's like, if you're interested in crypto, take all your money and get out of Chase.
Yeah, like literally.
He's like, close it, shut it down. Which I'm sure some UK crypto users, if they had a Chase account, most likely closed it or moving out of it.
They're moving out for sure.
Minimum.
Like no doubt about it. I know there's definitely fanatics out there that went the same exact day that they got that email and said, close my account. Give me a cashier's check. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
And left. Immediately went somewhere else.
But that was...
Damn, they don't want you to buy Bitcoin. They don't want you to buy Ethereum. No crypto assets.
And anything crypto related, they're going to be blocking those. Like... Quote from another part of that exact same article was, customers will receive a decline transaction notification if they do attempt to make a crypto-related transaction, the bank said in a statement.
Crypto-related transaction, yeah.
So that means NFT, DeFi, like anything that they're trying to buy from a debit card or their...
OpenSea.
Yeah, anything they're trying to buy from their account, from their Chase account, using their Chase account to purchase it, or debit card, will be denied.
Damn, so no NBA Top Shots for them?
Probably not. I don't even know if they have NBA Top Shop over there. I won't. I don't know. But probably, no. Probably if it's not. NFT based.
It's a big slap in the face from Chase to all its UK.
I will clarify. I will say it's not Chase US. Mm-hmm. So it's not the head of Chase for all of it. It's more so just the branch under the UK
the
side.
UK branch, yeah.
Which the guy was crypto forward.
There's a question. Or state, I don't remember what it was right now, but essentially it was more like, if this was done by the branch in the UK, is there, like, I'm assuming there's a main branch, and I would assume it's the one in America. If they agreed to that, if they just let that slide, if the guy who's running the main branch, if they that seems like there's a whole bunch of like hierarchical control there. There's like, what's going on in terms of like the back end.
So Jamie Dimon is a CEO of JP Morgan and Chase. He is the head of all of it.
Okay.
But essentially, you can search up like...
Yeah, because I mean, I wish I could like remember specifically what I was going to ask. But like, yeah, it was pretty much something along those lines. It's like, if the CEO, if it happens in one branch, and the CEO allows it, then the assumption there is that it can very likely happen to all the other branches.
Yeah, but then it has to come from the person who runs all of it. Like, it's not.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's not like, this came from. It's
not like company-wide policy.
It's not a company-wide policy. That's understandable, because like if it does come from the CEO, I mean, it could also be the CEO told that branch specifically not to do it. In that case, we don't really know who made the call, because we're just nobody's on the outside, but somebody on the inside definitely knows who made that call. You were trying to say earlier, like, if they're part of the United Nations.
Well, not United Nations, the European Union.
The European Union, my bad, correct. Part of the European Union, then the United Kingdom, then that could roll over into like the rest of the union. But it's
It's not just
Yeah. So like it's just like a kind of like similar situation, although because there are other Chase branches, and the fact that this did happen in Chase means that it could, and obviously the UK branch, but this could happen in any other Chase branch because of the fact that it already happened there.
Yeah, but it has to come from
the head honcho, chief CEO, Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon.
Yeah. So like for the Chase side of it for the UK, because it's JP Morgan Europe essentially. It's so JP Morgan Europe is, and the UK one is just a division of it, and that's ran by. So from what I'm reading here, it says Sanoki Vis. What that name? I'll put it.
The
red
Chase. Oh, the red. Sanoki Viswanath.
Yeah.
Viswan.
I could probably pull up.
I could understand why you struggle with pronouncing that.
Also, I don't. I'm a bad reader.
I could understand that one.
But I can most likely find.
So
yes,
that it happened in the UK branch, but I feel like the UK branch would need approval from the European branch. No,
of course not. Well, it's all under one, so it doesn't come from the UK. It comes from the head of all of it, which is the same. It's a European one, but they make the decision over there.
Yeah, it's just not good news for anyone who's in Chase and likes crypto. That much I could say. Like that's essentially what I'm trying to get down to. That's just like I said, it's just insane how there's a bank actively going now against like buying Bitcoin or crypto in general, because they did say crypto, any crypto purchases.
I'm trying to see if I find Brian Armstrong's tweet.
Brian Armstrong,
the CEO of Coinbase, because he put a tweet directly atting the CEO of the Chase UK one.
Directly, he's calling.
He at him.
He's like, my dude, what you doing?
Yo, finding a tweet is not as easy as it.
I'm pretty sure there's
a better. Oh, I found it. Let's go. So this is what Brian Armstrong had to say. Totally inappropriate behavior from at Chase UK. This is their UK bank only. It's only the UK one. Rishi Shock and Griffia at some other guy. It appears that Chase UK does not respect your policy goals thoughts, because those are the two people who were being crypto advocates at the start. Which, if I'm not mistaken, he is a prime minister of the United Kingdom. The Rishi Sunak is the prime minister of the UK. And Andrew Griffin is a member of parliament.
What day was that? Was the tweet date?
This tweet?
I'm trying to look for it.
I'm trying to see it down here. September 26th.
Oh, I was on 27th. I was like, did I pass it?
That's September 26th.
See, oh no, but I see why, because he posted a lot of tweets on the 27th because of that.
Yeah, homie tweets a lot
because of that stuff going on.
But he reached out directly to a parliament member and the prime minister, because they're both crypto advocates, and then the UK side of it was like, nope, we're not gonna support these transactions.
Wow. Again, like I said,
I'm sorry for the confusion there for those listening. It's wordy.
Yeah, it's just like that whole thing going on with Chase is not letting you buy crypto assets. It's tyrannical. It is.
Yeah, they're telling people what to do with their money.
Mm-hmm. And money's the only way you can do what you want to do or what you need to do. If it comes down to it, it's not a good thing to do.
Yeah. But that's something which it can also happen here. It's a little harder for it to be just to happen here, just because we do, apparently in America, we do believe in freedom, kind of. Ideally.
Yeah. So they say.
So they say.
So they say. Now I'm still looking at Brian Armstrong's tweets because there's a lot going on with like the SEC the day after that. The hearing. There's a lot of crypto advocates out in Washington.
Yes.
What was this? Apparently, there's this like Coinbase had like this coffee, nitro cold brew, and it said 52 million Americans own crypto. So like it's coming.
Jesus.
People want it, and Chase isn't letting you get it in the UK. In the UK. He was like, "Don't say anything that's not true, Alex." It's like,
Jesus.
Keep it legit.
Keep it accurate.
Keep it accurate. Yeah, that is insane news. Like, I can't believe it. That's a slap in the face.
But yeah, so that happened across the waters.
I'm not surprised because when we first tried like filing for opening up a business, we tried using crypto in the name of the business, and every bank was like, "Get out of here! You can't have that." You're like, "You can't." We're gonna like flag every transaction you do just because of your name. That was. It's not like.
So how did Crypto.com do it? Well, that's a different story though. But I don't, because certain banks are only banking. Like, is the issue?
Yeah. It depends on the bank that you have. Like, I'm sure someone's gonna want to hold your money, especially if you're doing big business.
Yeah.
But so I found like two different articles. One on the amount of funding that crypto's getting, and then this weekly article that's written by a dude named James Butterfield on Medium, which is the amount of digital assets and how much fund, or specifically it's called the Digital Asset Fund Flows Weekly Report. And I think that they're both very interesting. I don't know if you've seen or heard about like the funding and digital assets. Over the past 6 weeks, according to this James Butterfield and his volume 151, so he's been doing this for 151 weeks. The past 6 weeks have shown an outflow, like a shrinkage in funding for digital assets, and this is the first week that there's a positive inflow of 21 million. So 6 weeks difference of like breaking that like bearish trend. And I thought that was big news because like 6 week period is a long time of not having money go into digital assets. So I would think.
What? To be clear, what you're telling me is this guy wrote an article saying for the last 6 weeks there's been an outflow, meaning people have been taking money out of digital assets, and this is the first time within that 6 week period that they see an inflow, meaning people are putting more money in crypto, in digital assets, than they are taking out.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. 21 million specifically this week.
They've put in 21 million.
Yeah. And then like in the rest of this report, he has like week flows, month to date flows, and year to date flows. And they're just very interesting numbers because he's been writing this for the past 151 weeks.
What do you find interesting about it?
And
you keep on saying it's interesting. I'm not saying it's not, but what did you find interesting? I need you to tell me because I don't see it.
Okay, because you don't see it.
All I see is they were negative, now they're doing good.
For sure. Well, so month to date, the Bitcoin outflow was 103. So like
million?
100. I believe it's million. 103 million, and the year to date is up 168 million. So like I guess that number is what I was like.
100 and what?
68 million.
No, the one before that.
103 outflow month to date. So in the last month, an outflow of 103 million.
Crypto in general or Bitcoin?
Bitcoin specifically.
So someone has in the market, they put out $103 million worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah, because I'm assuming it looks like he's specifically going over like specific like exchanges or providers.
Mm-hmm.
He has Grayscale here, CoinShares.
Well, Grayscale can't really count because I don't think you can move money out of Grayscale.
Grayscale Investments LLC. That one's -0. That one's just flat.
You can't move it.
That one's flat. ProShares ETFs USA, Purpose Investments Inc., ETC in issuance. So he has certain things that he's certain companies that he's looking at, and looking at their standing for how much
they've had moving. Gotcha.
But then the other article that I was referring to, which is in terms of the Q4 investments for funding for venture funds
funding
into digital assets, and it's all-time low
right now.
Yeah, it's an all-time low.
All-time low?
Well, no, maybe not all-time low. Thank you for correcting me. But
I'm about to say
low
relative to where it's been.
Yeah, relative to where it's been. Specifically, in its highs of the Q3 2021 during the peak bull.
So Q3 to Q3.
No,
we're down.
Yeah, from 2021, 2 years later.
Okay, so Q3 of 2021, it was up.
So it peaked Q3 2021.
Gotcha.
It peaked Q3 2021.
And now we're at an all-time low since then.
Yeah. Q3 2021, it got crypto digital assets were getting $8 billion in funding per quarter.
Jesus.
In that quarter.
That quarter they got $8 billion.
$8 billion in funding. And then as the quarters went on, it at some point it's started getting cut in half, $4 billion.
So assuming everything peaked at 8.
At 8, and then from there,
I'm assuming market peaked at 8, and then since that point, it's just going down, down.
Steeply. And so a year after 2021, it was at half at $4.5 billion. Q3 2022 in venture funding. Last quarter specifically, it was higher than expected. At $2 billion for that quarter, and this quarter is at $1.3 billion in funding. Still a lot of money.
You said October? It was $8 billion in 2021?
So Q3 2021. Yeah, $8 billion every quarter between Q3 2021
Q3 is what months?
We're
currently in Q3. We're currently in Q4.
August, September.
April?
June, July,
First
August,
3 months.
September. July, August, and September.
Q3. Yeah. So April.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we peaked. That's crazy. Because Bitcoin, I'm looking at the chart. May 7th, 2021, Bitcoin peak was 59,000. It swan dived in May of 2021. Well, to be exact, this is when it swan dived. June 4th of 2021, it swan dived to 35,000. Then it rolled a mountain back up all the way to true peak November 12th, 64,000.
Yeah. Thank you for checking the way I'm saying things, because I don't really talk too much about money that this way. So in terms of relevance, it's very important on when your points of reference are. So thank you.
Also, current BTC price is 27,428. Just because I have it pulled up.
Yeah, very, very important. So yeah, $1.3 billion in venture funding for digital assets.
And we're currently at quite a low point.
Quite a low point, and yet I mean, I see it as a lot of money.
It is a lot, but it's not a lot relative to where it's
been.
I will say the Western markets are not as friendly to crypto as the Asian market.
No. Asian market likes to take more crypto onto its investment portfolios. Not more investments, but
they're more willing
to
use it, implement it, and see what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
They had it was a couple weeks back now. They had token 2049,
Mm-hmm.
which is just a big event in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
And it was jam-packed with everybody who's everybody in...
Was over there?
Yeah.
Everyone in crypto was over there.
The big developers, big
Mm-hmm.
players like Filecoin CEO and founder was there.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking AI, everything. And like all just big developments, like they're still working. Like the market's not as big here as it is over there. Is what from what you saw, especially like in a bear market.
Mm-hmm.
when you
yeah, bear market over here, every event looks,
it's zero. Bear market over there, it's like it's not a bear market.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're building.
Yeah, I mean that's how it should be. Build during the bear market. That way things look good. Like you're nice and ready for when it's bull market.
Great video if you guys want to watch about token 2049 is Crypto Banter. They did a video on it.
Crypto Banter, do they do a session every day?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do a session. They have a session every day with the main host, with the main guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have 4 or 5 other creators who do their own things.
Okay. Cool.
They talk about different things. Either one of them is like picking what to buy, what to sell. And then just varies. Some are like more alt friendly.
Because I've seen some of their stuff, but I haven't seen them. I don't watch them every day. I didn't know that they do everything every day.
It's an everyday thing. Yeah.
So,
What's up?
Big Boy?
What about him?
Okay, I'm kidding. Talked about him last week.
Yeah, but they have.
No, I got nothing. I just I wanted to see what you're gonna say.
I don't follow him.
Yeah.
I can care less.
I don't think I have anything else for us. Ethereum's at currently at 1,655. Since I have it up.
Booth won't move.
Yeah. I got nothing.
You want to wrap up? You want to?
Yeah. Oh, I do have one thing. I was reading that article from James Miller for the volume for digital assets, and he used a word that got me by surprise. I didn't realize. I must quote exactly how he used it first.
Alrighty, I'll be waiting for that.
Okay. Recent U.S. government quagmire and treasure prices fuel inflows of U.S. $21 million. Quagmire.
Okay.
That's the word. So quagmire, I always thought was just like that guy from Family Guy, right? You know who Quagmire is, right?
Yeah.
So apparently it's an actual word. And I was like, okay, well,
They used it, I think, in Hamilton.
did they?
I think so.
I don't remember. Okay, well, it means it's land with a soft, muddy surface. Very interesting definition. There's 2 more definitions: a difficult or precarious situation, a predicament, which makes sense, and then soft, wet, boggy land that trembles under the foot. So I think I'm gonna start using that word a little bit more often now, just because it seems like a fun word to use. As a difficult or precarious situation, which is how James used it.
Okay. So I will add something, trending topic. Speaker of the House, McCarthy, has been removed.
He's been removed?
Yep.
Oh.
They voted on that today.
Oh, that's new. I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it was 218 to 210.
Wow.
8 Republicans has voted to
kick him
out.
Kick him out. He's like, get out of here.
For not doing what they want, what the party wanted. Because of the whole financial debt ceiling crisis again.
Yeah.
They want to do a shutdown.
They want to shut down the government. The Republicans want to shut down the government.
Essentially, just to be like they're using it as strong arming them.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't shut down the government.
No, they got to. Yeah, McCarthy made an agreement right at the end to keep everything open. No more Ukraine aid.
Mm-hmm.
At least for this, and at least for the next 45 days. No more Ukraine aid.
They have extension until November something.
Yeah, next 45 days, no Ukraine aid, and keep on spending everything else as willy-nilly as you want.
Normal. Just don't help Ukraine.
Essentially.
Well, like the Pentagon, now that you mention it, the Pentagon released a statement saying that they don't have the funds to replace what they're giving.
We know that.
Yeah.
The Pentagon failed its last 5 audits.
Yeah.
It's not on track record to fail another one.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. So, are they gonna hold like a hearing to like have another guy replace him, or has that already been decided?
So from what I saw on Breaking Points was McCarthy could theoretically rerun and get his position if he wants to, like try to see if he'll get it back, because he can't do that. He can't re-vote. He'll just have to win those 8 votes over again to become a speaker. He can give it up and leave the House completely. Or the second option is someone else takes a runner-up or whatever, and then he just stays in the House.
Okay. Quick search that I found. Apparently, Patrick McHenry is the guy who's currently like doing like an interim, like filling in for the time being.
That's the third guy in line to be president.
The
Speaker of the House.
Yeah, Speaker of the House is the third line, and yeah, that's true. That is very true. Okay, that's news. I'm gonna look into that more because
that happened today, like 3 hours ago, guys.
Yeah, literally, that's exactly what it says here. 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a fun way to wrap up the episode.
We have $33 trillion in debt.
Ouch. That's not a fun way to wrap up the episode. Way to kill my mood, William.
You're welcome.
Way to kill it.
Please like and subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Comment.
If you have any questions, just ask us down there. We'll answer them.
Do you read the comments?
No.
So why are you asking people to read comments if you're not?
William reads the comments.
Yeah, but I'm not responding.
No, but he would tell me, he's like, oh, check it.
I mean, I would respond if there was one, but a lot of comments are unreal, and they're just supporting Trump. I have nothing to add there. I can care less what's going on.
I remember us having a conversation about that. We're like, oh, we gotta make sure we support the president, and like we want them to be doing good.
I do, but Trump isn't president.
I know. That's why we were talking about it, because like they were saying other stuff.
If Trump was president, then we'll say something else, but he's not.
Cool. Thank you for tuning in.
Follow for more.
I forgot what we normally say.
It's been another week.
No, sometimes crypto. Your favorite crypto podcast.
The Unscripted
Crypto Podcast.
Hey yo.